All right, this is the last video today. So I just want to do a quick overview on what you're going to practice in that quiz. This is the last thing that you're doing today for Friday. And so when you go to thatquiz.org, you're going to go to the fractions column and choose simplify, fractions and simplify. And we'll do groups of 10 again for the length. We'll do level 3 to start with. And on the left-hand side here, I'm going to have you uncheck fractions and you're going to check ratios. And so what you're going to do is basically create equivalent ratios. You're going to have one missing piece, either they're a numerator or a denominator, that you're going to have to find in order to make those equivalent to each other. So the one on your screen right now, what you see is 1/2 equals. Well, you got a 2 in the numerator, you're missing that denominator. If you're trying to make these equivalent, if you think about what we talked about, going from 1 to 2, how much bigger is this getting? It's getting 2 times bigger. So that means in the denominator, this also has to get 2 times bigger for these two to be equivalent to each other. So it has to be 4. I'm going to check, okay. Yep, I got it right. The next one, let's just say, for example, you have 3/9. And so now what you're looking at is it's getting to a smaller fraction. You have a 1 in the numerator and you're missing the denominator again. And so how much smaller is it getting? So really what you're doing is you're simplifying 3/9 so that you can make it equivalent. Well, from 3 to 1, it's getting 3 times smaller, a third smaller. And so if we do that here, divide by 9 divided by 3, or reduce it, you're going to get a 3. So 3/9 reduces down to 1/3. And those two fractions, those two ratios are equivalent to each other. Now, you're not always going to be missing the denominator. It will switch on you. You'll miss the numerator in some cases as well. And so just be prepared for what you're missing and what you're solving for. It almost seems like right now, all I'm getting is the missing denominator. And again. Okay. But I think as you go through the levels, if depending on how far you get, maybe level 4, level 5, you'll start to see where the numerator is missing. So it's now your time to practice, and this is how you're ending your Friday. Have an awesome weekend.